Yay, we're live. How are you? Our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our Monday, Momentum Monday. We've been here. Today is our 79th episode. Super happy to be here. Yay! How many of you are starting your Monday with the full energy and momentum? And we are here every Monday, right, to help you to boost your energy and boost your momentum so that you could start today and the rest of the week with great creation and great vision and momentum. All right, today our topic is about a simple secret. Simple secret. Almost all the successful entrepreneurs they share. Okay, this common but simple secret. So before we get to that answer, I want to ask you first a question about your daily challenges. And I know no matter how many, by the way, comment under the video, let us know how many years have you been in entrepreneurship, and what are you struggling the most every day to gain your ideal needs and clients, right? That is our like lifeline. Every entrepreneur has been looking forward to their next, the more needs and next ideal customers for paying them, right? Everyone, like every day, is concerned more about this. No matter how successful you are, no matter how high level you are or no level, doesn't matter how long you've been in the entrepreneurship. Almost like everyone has been. This is the biggest challenge. Even though some the successful ones, right, they still want to get to a next level, always want to or even maintain their success. And now the market is more, people can call like it's different levels. So many people are called, like we talked about the niches, right? Everyone needs to have your niches, and some of them are even talking about like micro niches, right? It's going further deep to make it so clear, so super tactful, and the people who you are working with and what specific problems you are helping them should be super clear and very specific, right? It's not like vague. So how clear are you, and especially what are you struggling the most to attract your ideal needs and clients? And today, so that's why we want to share. By the way, comment under video, okay? And let us know, no matter if you are watching this live or watching this replay. By the way, I want to keep today not very super long. Like normally we are open almost like 40 minutes. Today I hope it could be like a very quick and also pin to a point. And comment under video, what are you struggling the most? Which area, especially for attracting your needs and clients? Either it's you, like many people will say, oh, I'm not confident enough, or maybe my product is or program is not good enough, I'm not attracting them, or my messages is not quite clear, or maybe it's not people are not responding. Some of you, maybe you think, oh, my message should be so good, I'm so passionate, I'm so so like my offer should be helping those people, but they are not responding. So it sounds like a problem are theirs, right? It's not like yours. So today we want to share. We did this survey from to our conscious entrepreneurs in our abundant entrepreneurs group inside of this group. We did this survey to asking people what's their top challenges for them to get their clients and to develop their business and to grow their business to the next level. The top 3 challenges, guess what? Number 1 is really to create the strategic, attractive, and converting content. That's the number 1 challenge. The second one is the offer, the irresistible and great offer. The third one is the time management, performance, and efficiency, right? And actually, majority of people did not even talking about like those 3 top challenges, including other challenges. The bottom line behind all of them is actually what people said between our ears. By the way, today I get a big red ears, my monkey ears. I guess some like mosquito bite. I get a little bit allergy to it. Allergic to it. I hope it will recover. So majority of people did not see the outside problems. Maybe the bottom in our deep down is because of our limiting beliefs, our thinking that's limiting us, so that we do have the biggest like doubt sometimes, right? Even though I know we are passionate about it, but time from time we will say, oh, maybe this is not good enough. Oh, people are not responding. Maybe I'm not good for this, right? Or maybe success is too fearful, because it's too big for me, the target's too big, or the dreams or vision are too big, and I could not reach that. All this kind of doubting and limiting beliefs, right? It's like a sabotaging you. And outside, it's more like a strategic way, but inside is really fundamental, from your spirituality to your mindset. All those things are blocking you and holding you back from delivering the best of you. Not just your offers, not just your products. What you are here is not just providing those products or programs. You are here basically is delivering you. Like people said, sell yourself first, right, before you sell anything else. That's true, right? It's not like I'll say we're cheap to sell ourselves, right? But it's more like, how could you let people fully first trust you and then like you? And then whatever you are providing will be attractive, even more attractive to them. So the second question, now I'm getting to the second one. The second one is like, what makes every successful entrepreneur unique and influential? This part is quite a different perspectives. And for example, quite many marketers will tell you, even super successful marketers, like a Grant Cardone's, they will tell you, marketing, right? Marketing is super important. Without marketing, or without good marketing, your business could not succeed. It's true. Marketing is super important. And almost like every master, every successful entrepreneur, or like a teacher or mentor will emphasize that to you, how marketing is important. Definitely, marketing is super important. But do you know what is even more important than marketing? By the way, yeah, I know success of a business is decided by your marketing. And if your marketing is not good, of course, like the message will not definitely resonate with people, or like attract enough audience and clients. Even like Grant Cardone said, I remember he taught quite some like 7 steps of money, of like make a success in your business. And one of the one of the strategies, he called 7 strategies. Okay, one of the strategies is about amplify through marketing. So like you can imagine that, like without good marketing, your business may be like so, but the good marketing will amplify whatever you created to make it look like better, make it greater, make it more resonant. It's just like marketing itself is like a great communication way, right? So to let people understand what you are providing. So that's, yes, it is super important. But here today I want to go one step further about what is super important is, for our visionary entrepreneurs and life changers, we're not just marketers, right? We would not even call ourselves marketers. I know marketer is like a basic things for entrepreneurship and business. And basically everybody should be marketer, right? You need to be a marketer. If you are not a good marketer, your marketing and sales will not be good, and your success could not, like your business could not be sustainable, right? But to go further, one level further is, we as visionary entrepreneur and life changers, and also we are thought leaders, right, in our niche. What is more important is, behind the marketing, behind any kind of great, presence in the market, there is first it's a great why. It's a great why. We are supported by our why. Without that great why, you will be easily like hurdled and blocked by those so many ups and downs in your business. And there will be so many frustrations, and could be so many failures, right? And if you do not have that greatest why, you cannot sustain long. So the great why, and then the vision. The vision is super important. If you only look at this level, like do not want to grow to the next level, and it's very difficult for you to grow. So that's why great why and vision will be the number one, the most important starting point. And from there, you go next level to have your great product and programs, your offer, to really help people solve the problem and helping them like get what they want. Okay, either through pain, like help them get away from the pain, or help them go towards their pleasure. It's really like you need to have a great product service and offer program, whatever, like it's your services. Either it's service based or it's product based. It should be a great offer to really help people solve problems and get them what they want. Okay, so from your why vision to your great solution, and then to really deliver this great solution to the market, to let people know, to amplify in the world, right? You really need a great message. So many wonderful, successful business owners. For example, Steve Jobs, I know, like Tony Robbins and Zheng. Let me say who else? So many. Like even Warren Buffett. Those people are not really just focusing on doing marketing, or like they are not even like you would call them marketers, right? They are thought leaders. They do not do like marketing like marketers, but they focus on their solution and the messages. So they just be the genuine them and deliver that great messages instead of like marketers, like every day just promotion, right? They're more about values, like even Warren Buffett, right? He's in the finance industry. He's not really doing like big speeches and trying to motivate people or inspiring people, but he focuses on investment. But his messages is so inspiring. He focuses on investing in values. And Tony Robbins, Zheng, they do coaching and mentoring by delivering values. And Steve Jobs creating like the Apple brand and Apple products provide a great product and also the values. So when they present there, they focus on the great message, their vision, their why, right? They want to help people to live a better life, to have a better quality of life, to have more values in their life. And so they focus on the values they can provide, and they focus on that big vision. So they have that passion, energy, and that charisma to deliver that message. And those messages touch people's hearts. And that's why so many people get so addicted, even I would say addicted to their products and services, to their messages, before they really buy their products, right? So people first are attracted by their messages. And in another word, in current, like more strategic words to say, it's like a content. In more practical way, I should say, it's like a content. They're content. They are not just like really just for creating content. It's more like creating a value here. So we are talking more about the value, like through the content you can deliver the inspirations, the not really motivation, but the effect, right? It's really like a motivated people, empowered people, transformed people. So through their inspirational messages, that's the key of the content, right? And that behind that message, it's really their why, their vision, their niche, their solution. So I wanted to today just like peel the onion scales and get to into the core, into the inside of what looks outside, right? Outside is like marketing, and then you look inside is like content, right? That's people's top challenge. And then you look further inside, that's the key, the message. And you look further inside, the message behind the message is really the values and the why, the vision, right? To really help people to get to where they want to bring people to. So that's the true things that we should care about every day. When you care about, how could I have a better marketing message, you should think further inside of the core, how you can really fully aligned and also connected every day with your why, with your vision, with the people you want to help, with the solution you want to help them to solve their problems. And that's a core you want to always connected with and aligned with every day. When you think about the outside strategies, the outside content, outside marketing. All right, so I hope you get that part, and to know what is truly most important. So whenever you think you have the challenge on marketing, you need to go first inside of your core to think about what's your true challenge, about your why, your purpose, your vision, and your niche, your solution. Are you fully believing yourself? Are you fully confident in it? And are you fully like believing what you are providing here? It's really providing the best values to people, can really help them solve the problems and help them get what they want. Do you have that 100% confidence? So that when you meet so many like challenges, of course everybody's like starting from the, how to say, the beginner to the better one, and then to a master, right? Everyone's starting from there. Even those master speakers, like those great ones I just mentioned, they went through from the beginning, like strugglers, right? And like learners, the beginning learners, and become more practical and become more experienced, and then become till keep repeating. Like Tony Robbins, one of his favorite sentences, like repetition is the mother of skill. So you know that even though he's great everything, almost like everything, business strategist, and he called himself strategist, right? Solutions and psychology, emotions, and all these kind of things, speaking and live events and transforming people. But fundamentally, he's so great at what he's called to do. So that no matter how many challenges he experienced in that dozens of years of journey, he could always get back to his core, to re-strengthen himself, to refresh himself. Even like those successful ones through the pandemic, right? The pandemic is not like looking for, or it's not like selective. Say, oh, you are master, so I will not visit you, right? The pandemic is impacting everybody, and everybody is like much negatively impacted. But those masters, how they, even though they are not master for the pandemic, but they are master already, like experience thousands of years experience handling all other kind of difficulties. And now during the pandemic, how they call pivot, or how to say, like transform themselves to the next level, think from new level, innovate themselves, and also their thinking, their thoughts in their services, and how, and the ways how could they serve their clients better, right? So all this, they actually experience the similar challenges like us, but it's just like they use their muscles and they keep practicing them, and even become like a master through the new situation, the pandemic, right? So that's where we always like need to practice, keep ourselves improving ourselves, and always get into that core, no matter what you meet, what kind of challenges you meet outside, the marketing challenges and the sales challenges, or content challenge, or like whatever other challenges, your offer challenges, right? All this kind of challenges, or customers not, like potential people are not responding, or they are not buying, all those kind of outside challenges, we should always get back into our core to double check if we have the deep belief in it. And then our message to outside, this is like a bridge, right? From our inside, the vision, the why, the purpose, the passion, to the outside. That's a message. And then turn on into your marketing, right? Is that, so that's, let's say this bridge is very smooth, it's really collected, so that if you have any problem outside, you can go into your core to re-strengthen yourself, to get a new energy, get a new message, and always like honing on it to improve it, to enhance it, right? To keep improving until you can master it, and do not easily give up. And sometimes I would admit that if things did not go as I wish, of course, as a human, right, you will feel a little bit frustrated, but exactly at that moment is the right time to test you if what you are doing is really what you are called to do, and if you are made of what you need to fulfill your called to, right? So what you are made of, and that's a real test time. And I remember Dean Grossassi mentioned about success. So many people define has different definition of success, right? So he mentioned about, how about the success is really not about how much money you make, right? Or how many customers you serve, right? That's a typical business success measurement. But now how about the success is measured by how you can become the best version of yourself, especially during those difficult times. Right now I'm explaining that part in my words. So like through those, especially those difficult times, how you, like you may get down, you tumbled, right? You fell down, how you can stand up again, how you can step up for your call again, how you could pick yourself up, and even sometimes it's like force yourself, push yourself. Like you are your best ally. Push yourself forward to still carry on your call and carry on your mission till you can fulfill it. So that's a real challenge time. It's also real success time. If you define your success not till the destiny, like you made success, you how much money you make, like millionaire, or like how many people you served, how much impact, even how much impact you can make there, but more about focus on yourself, how much you master yourself, master all those negative situations, and master all these kind of failures, challenges, and falling downs, how you could stand up again, become a better version, and always strive to become the best of you. How about that is the success true meaning? How about that's a true even purpose? Sometimes I'm thinking about that, like there are different layers of purpose. People say the first layer, right? They would say, oh, help other people. That's a very common people shared purpose. Oh, my purpose here is to help other people. That's great, right? And then if we go further down, we help people to go like 11 levels of purpose discovery to truly find what's their mission, what they specifically called to help people, right? Just through what your unique way, your unique purpose, your unique gifts, your unique mission, and through specific how you can help other people to fulfill your purpose, right? So that's the second layer, and that layer we call it's like almost we clarify your niche, your purposeful niche. That's the second level. And how about the third layer? And really in the core of your purpose, it's not about even about all of those, but it's really about become the person you are called to become. Become your best version. Become the confident one. Become the brave one. Become the spiritual one. Become the the one with the deep belief and faith. Become the one who's unstoppable. Become the one who has the always have that hope, that kind of ambition, always have that kind of joy no matter what, and always have that kind of abundance. How about that? How about that is the true purpose of any life. Doesn't matter how much money or how many people you can help. It's great if you can make good money. It's great you can help many, many other people, right? But first, life is about your life. How about you fulfill your life? The number one person you should help first. Isn't that you? You're first before you can help other people? Like there's a Chinese proverb. How do we translate that? Okay, in Chinese we mean like if you do not clean your own room or like sweep your own room, how could you clean or do any good for the world? That's like from China, like ancient times. People use that to like how to say during that time there people do not call entrepreneurs of course in ancient times, but those people either philosophers and people like who are doing good in academy or doing good in politics and contributing to the government. During that time is empires, right? To help to manage the whole world, to contribute to the whole world, to contribute to all the people. But they use that word to encourage themselves that you need to first clean your own room before, or your own house, right? Before you could clean for the world, before you could contribute any goodness to the world. So that's what we want to learn today. It's like really the third layers, the deepest layers of a purpose is really first become the best version and also the abundant version of you. So I just expanded Dean Grossasse's concept, right? It's now my version, Sprint's version is really become the abundant you, the abundance version of yourself. If you define that as success, and that one is not decided by how much money you have or even how successful business you are doing or how many people you served, whatever, right? All those kind of outside measurement, but inside how you could overcome all and any difficulties and still stand up to follow what you are called to become the best version of person, and then eventually you could help many more people. So that's the true success meaning there. Okay, so I hope this this part of extension, I did not plan to share this, but I think this is very important here. And eventually actually I want to go from the core to the outside strategies part, right? Because that's part we want to practice as well. So the question I'm gonna ask, the what makes every successful entrepreneur unique and influential? And through all those core inner stuff, right? What is like expression outside is what people could see. That's what makes them unique and influential. So that's their messages, right? Like I call it their messages, and it's their content. It's the values they're providing. That will show each one of them are unique and also influential. That's the value, the inspirations they are providing every day. Walking the talk and talk the walk. And so for our visionaries and thought leaders, I share that from the great why and vision to your great product, service, and offer, to your great message, and then to your great content. Eventually, from inside to outside, it's a content generating influence to other people, right? And really do the good to help other people. That's a starting point before you can really serve other people with your offers. You need, it's how about you taking like not separate your content and offer, because to me it's like everything is content related, right? Your offer is more like a systematic and like a solution based content, but content including your like marketing content could be including your messages, your inspirations, your values that could already started to generating influence to inspire people, to provide value, to change people's lives already. So right, so never. Then I know some mentors of mine, even some very successful mentors, they're focusing so much on offers. Yes, offers, super important, but before the offers, what really helping you build up the trusting and the trusting and also the liking alike relationships with your audience is really your content. Every day you share the content to help other people, to inspire them, right? So from there, no matter if they buy your products or not, like Tony Robbins, Dean Grassi, they have millions of people follow them. Not everybody will buy or eventually maybe buy the products, right? But they all like get inspired from the information. So that's why I would say your message, your content is super important. That's where you contribute to your values, and that's where to express who you become. If you are really become the best version of self, or you are on this journey, or you are still struggling. If you have the doubt, if you have any kind of troubles and tumblings, all these kind of things, your messages will convey that. Your content will convey that. Okay, so it's like that's your outside expression part of your inner, all kinds of inner growth. All right. So now, how could you also own this simple secret? This secret I talked about. The simple secret that successful entrepreneurs all share is their great message and also the content. They use that to really generate influence and impact already before people even buy their products. Okay, so now it's your turn. How could you also own this simple secret to stand out and also make a big difference? And actually, you know what? I would like to turn from all this kind of inner work to very simple and practical way. Okay, so now I'm inviting you. Would you like to take a challenge? People, so many mentors, they love challenge, because challenge, only when you seriously take it, can really help you to make transformation and get to the next level. Otherwise, like not, I just shared earlier, right? People's third one, the top 3 challenges, including time management, their performance, their efficiency, right? So that's why the challenge is really like a combine those top 3 together can help you. We call that's the challenge I'm hosting. It's called Make More Content Challenge. 5 days, only 5 days, even though only 5 days, but we will share from your content purpose to your content art, your content science, your content strategies, and your content movement. So all those and integrate together, and within 5 days you will have intensive but great transformations to prepare you from where you are now to your next level that you are meant to make that impact. So are you taking the challenge? I just mentioned so many masters, they love challenge because this is like within short time, very intensive, very targetful, very like purposeful, and with very clear target, and where you can get to like with step by step, every day has a focus, and challenge you to really get the training, get the learning, and also implement, practice right away, so that you could generate a difference. So how about that? Are you taking this challenge? So that's today. I would invite you to our upcoming new challenge. By the way, this challenge we just did last month and get great feedback. And our challenge takers gave us testimonials and what's the difference they are making now with just this 5 days teaching, right? They're making a big difference, and within short a few days, they're attracting hundreds of new accounts of reviews and connections, right? So that's what, like, from outside the strategies, if you really want to like have a constant, if you want to have a constant needs and a constant potential clients, you want to have this constant influence to be generated in the market, right? That's through what? Through your content. So that we call it make more content, but it's not just make more content, like I just mentioned those 5 days, every day get into in depth, right? So it's like you make more content, your content will become better. And eventually we want you to create attractive, converting and also transformative content that can really help you fulfill your vision, your purpose, and at the same time help your potential clients and ideal audience, right? So remember to register. I will share the link under our video. Remember to register. And by the way, we have 2 types of tickets. This is not just a challenge, actually, it's also like a mini course. So that's why we charge for the challenge. And I just tried to give like free tickets before, but exactly like our mentors mentioned, people who do not pay attention. People when they are giving free tickets, they just take it too easy and do not cherish it and do not really take into challenge unless they invest in themselves. And some of my clients, they did the testimonials, said that their real transformation is starting from their financial commitment, investment in themselves. Without that, they are not fully committed, right? People, we are just human beings. If we do not invest in money, we are not taking it seriously. And we are not, like, money is like a token of our energy and commitment. If you do not put in the money, if you are not paying a price, you are not fully committed. And we've already, really psychologically and also and practically proved that it's really people who do not pay. But we are just charging very reasonable price, $97 for a general ticket and $297 for VIP. The VIP the general will already get a great like training every day, 1 hour training, and then the challenge assignment and the supporting and coaching in our community, like exclusive challenge community. But the VIP will even get more greater values. We will have 1 extra hour of VIPs Q&As. We'll answer all your questions, and that's the best part, right? Because that will be specifically in like related to your implementation. Answer all your questions, have in-depth coaching and mentoring, and have our complete challenge guidance, and many more bonuses and benefits. So double check that we have a membership area for our, in both our specific online membership area for our general, both general and VIP at different levels, different access of bonuses. And we also have our exclusive Facebook challenge groups to hold you accountable and to share all these great updates and daily highlights, so that it will support you in this environment. Within 5 days, make a big difference. And especially the most important is like just overcome your own comfort zone, get out of a comfort zone and get into your next level, to have the committed things and learning news, the purpose, the arts, the science, the strategies, and the movement, so that you could implement right away into your daily practice and become yours. Okay, so make sure, I do not want to waste more time to just keep talking. Now it's your action time. So check under my video in the comment about the link to our next upcoming challenge. It's by the end of this month, and it will be only 5 days, but it will make a huge difference, just like our other challenge takers. Just a huge difference. From even like it will change your habits. Some of our challenge takers change their habits to get up early, to take the challenge, and to get into action, right? So I want you to take full advantage of this great new level of momentum, right? I know there's every week, Monday, my free sharing teaching is great value, but taking that challenge will get you to totally in the next level, because will be really you taking it and getting into implementation and with our well-designed guidance step by step to get where you want to become. Okay, and we even have beyond that, we even have our next level of services and programs. If you are interested, if you are ready to get into our next level, okay. So make sure you will check this challenge and get out of your comfort zone first and get into the first step to become eventually the master of your brand and content, to make the influence and impact that you are called to make, just like many other successful entrepreneurs and business owners, they did. Okay, use your message, use your content to make the difference, to start create value, so that people would trust you, like you, and eventually get into your offers, right, to buy your stuff and really become your ideal clients. All right, it's time to take action. Everyone, wish you have a wonderful Monday momentum and take your action right after the video. Okay, we'll see you inside of our challenge group. Bye.